Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm from group 10. Me and my friend, we will present our material. The title is Selection and Graduation in Material Development. Before that, let me introduce our team. Me, Mutia Maria Insani, as the first presenter, and my friend Rafliandri as second presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rafliandri Brilliant Prawira, NPM 36.
Okay, I wanna explain about understanding selection and graduation. Selection and graduation are essential components in language material development. Selection refers to the process of choosing which language item, such as vocabulary, grammar, or function, should be taught based on the relevant frequency and learner's need. Graduation, on the other hand, involves organizing these items in a logical sequence from simple to more complex. The goal is to help learners build understanding gradually and effectively. Together, selection and graduation ensure that learning material are well structured, appropriate to learners' levels, and supportive of language acquisition. Okay, the next material, language-centered approach. This approach focuses on the language itself, its structure, vocabulary, and function. Materials are developed based on linguistic analysis, for example, grammar and vocabulary. Number 2, a predetermined sequence, for example, pre-specified syllabus. Next, emphasis on form over real-world language use. Content selection in this approach is guided by criteria such as word frequency, teachability, and defining power, like the ability of a word to explain other word. Graduation is structured by organizing materials from easy to difficult, from simple to complex structures, from familiar and to unfamiliar from. The next, however, this approach has been criticized for number 1, not always address learners' actual need or learning experience, ignoring psychological and contextual learning factors. Okay, the next material will be presented by Rafli.
Okay, thank you for Mutia. I will continue. The material is learner-centered approach. This approach focuses on the learners and their communicative needs. Key characteristics include: number 1 is shared decision making between teachers and learners regarding contents. So, for example, teachers and students together decide what to learn. This makes a student feel that they have a control and responsibility over their learning process, so they are more motivated. Next, number 2 is text-based learning materials. So, learning is organized in the form of texts that are directly related to real life. For example, ordering food at restaurant, buying a ticket, making an appointment. So, the goal is for a student to able to use language in real life. The goal is for student to be able to use language practically and functionally. Next, number 3 is flexible content selection. The evolves with the learning process. So materials are not rigid or fixed, but can change according to development of the learning process and the needs that arise during learning. Teacher must be responsive to this change. Next, material are designed based on number 1 is real world needs. So materials are tailored to situation the students are likely to encounter in their daily life. For example, buying an airplane ticket, asking for direction, and applying for a job. This helps a student build authentic communication skill. Next, number 5 is learner interest and preference. So materials are tailored to things that are interesting or relevant to students, such as their hobbies, jobs, or culture. This encourages intrinsic motivation and makes learning feel more personalized. Number 6 is ongoing negotiation between a teacher and student. The relationship between teachers and students is interactive and dynamic. Teachers are actively seeks feedback and adjust learning based on student response. This creates a democratic and adaptive learning atmosphere. Okay, next, gradation and sequencing in this approach consider. For example, is text complexly. So, texts are ordered from simple to complex, such as asking for basic information, explaining a process, and last, participating in discussion or negotiation. Next, learners' cognitive and linguistic background. So, text difficulty is adjusted based on the learner's thinking skill and language proficiency, and ensuring texts are neither too easy nor too difficult. Next, social cultural context of learning. So materials and texts are adapted to the learner's cultural norms, value, and social environment, making them more relevant and easier to relate. Okay, next, gradation and criteria suggested by Noonan and Ellis. For example, is linguistic complexly. So refers to the language structure used in text, such as grammar level, vocabulary, and sentence forms. Next, text condition. The condition under which the text is performed, for example, whether learners work alone, in pairs, or groups, and how much information support is provided. The last is learner stress level during text performance. Texts are sequenced from a low stress activity like pair practice to high stress ones such as a public presentation to help with learners' confidence gradually. Okay, next, material K compression, and we have 5 for example for K compression. Number 1 is the aspect is focus. and language center is linguistic form and structure, and learner centers is learner's needs and learning experience. Example number 2 is aspect is content determination. For language centernya is predetermined by syllabus, and learner center is based on needs analysis. Next, number 3 is aspeknya is material type. Language center is grammar based, and learner center is text based communicative. Next, number 4 is for aspect is graduation criteria. For language center is linguistic difficult. For learner center is cognitive, conceptual, and affective complexity. Next, number 5 is learner role. For language center is passive, and learner center is active and participative. Okay, next material is conclusion. So, in language material development, the language center approach emphasizes linguistic structure and systematic organization of content. Meanwhile, the learner-centered approach is more aligned with the communicative language teaching, as it considers the learner's real-world needs and social content. So, effective language materials strike a balance between a formal structure and meaningful, authentic use. Therefore, materials development must consider selection and gradation of content with the flexible, content-sensitive structures that reflect both the language proficiency goals and learner realities. Okay, for my presentation, thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.